Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard the Ranger Railroad. If you want to take a look at the very last car for me, they're going to see a gentleman waving at you like he's being chased by a T-Rex. That's me. My name is Ranger Michael, and I'm going to be your tour guide for this trip around the mountain. But before we get started, I need to throw it back to my friend Aaron. He's going to be our conductor for this trip around the mountain. He's got some safety rules and regulations that we all need to follow. Aaron?
That's right, Michael. Rule number 1, please remain seated while the train is in motion. Rule number 2, please keep everything inside the train at all times. And note that this train cannot stop to retrieve any items from the train. And finally, rule number 3, no smoking. So remember, stay seated, stay inside, and no smoking. Now back to you, Ranger Michael.
Thank you, Aaron. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there's one last thing that we need to do. I believe wholeheartedly that this train runs on excitement and happiness. And I know the engineers feel the same way. So here's what I need from you. I need to hear your most enthusiastic, all aboard! You think we can do that? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. All aboard! Fantastic. That's probably the best one I've heard today. You guys are excited, I can tell. Now, like I said, I'm going to be your tour guide. I'm also a Dino Ranger. You're probably asking yourself, what's a Dino Ranger? I'll tell you. If you've been on our park in the last year, that's 2017, you would notice that we've got some pretty big things going on in our park. Those big things are dinosaurs. We've got dinosaurs hanging out in our park. We've got a facility dedicated to the research and study of dinosaurs called the Dinosaurium. Right next door to that, we have Dinosaur Explorer where you can meet and interact with some of our dinosaurs. Now recently, me and the other Dino Rangers have found that our dinosaurs are getting a little too big. There's too many of them. So we decided that we're going to let those dinosaurs roam around the whole park. So we're going to be seeing some dinosaurs on our train ride today, ladies and gentlemen. And I've got some jobs for you. Job number 1, when you see a dinosaur, I want you to point at it, and I want you to say, hey, look, a dinosaur! That's pretty easy, right? We can do that. Let's give it a try. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey, look, a dinosaur! So good, so good. Practicing Dino Ranger already. Job number 2. When you see the dinosaurs, there's 1, 2, 50, 100, I need you to count them. You need to count every single dinosaur, and then we're going to take that train and send it back to the Dino Rangers to the Dinosaurium. I know what you're thinking. Mike, why would I count dinosaurs for you? I know, right? Well, then make it worth your while. If you can guess the correct number of dinosaurs by the end of our trip, you will be named an Ultimate Dino Ranger. I know, you're excited. Try to keep calm. I myself have never been an Ultimate Dino Ranger. You could be an Ultimate Dino Ranger today. Just remember, you see a dinosaur, point to it, say, hey, look, a dinosaur! And then count the dinosaur. Pretty easy, right? Now, along with finding some dinosaurs, we're also going to be giving out some fun facts. Pointing out those sites. So what kind of story has I.B. That's some fun facts. So let's start with our train. Our train is big and it's heavy and it's loud. Anybody guess how heavy our train is? How heavy is our train? 5 tons? More than 5 tons. More than 5 tons. 10 tons? More than 10 tons. Our train is 350 tons. 350 tons. That's the size of 15 Brachiosaurus or 51 full-grown elephants. And like an elephant, we're moving pretty slowly. Our train is going to go anywhere from 5 to 15 miles per hour today, but it could get up to 90 miles per hour. Who here would like to go 90 miles an hour, huh? Yeah? Yeah? All right, buckle up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We're going to stick to 5 to 15 miles per hour, ladies and gentlemen. We got safety regulations we got to follow. We don't have seat belts. We got to keep it cool. Because we were going 90 miles an hour, the trip would be over in about 3 minutes. That's as far as you might tell you guys. I can't fit it in 3 minutes. Raise your hand if you've ever been at the top of Stone Mountain before. Keep your hand raised if you use the walk-up trail to get up to the top of Stone Mountain. Alright. The walk-up trail is one of two ways to get to the top of Stone Mountain. It takes between 30 and 60 minutes to get to the top. Unless you're me. I like to carve out a full day. I like to eat some snacks, stay hydrated, meet some new friends along the way. The other way to get to the top of Stone Mountain is through the Sky Ride. Raise your hand if you used our Sky Ride before. The Sky Ride uses gondolas that hold 60 people. It takes about 3 minutes to get to the top. Either way you go, ladies and gentlemen, it's gorgeous up there. You can see the Atlanta skyline a couple miles out. I got stuck on top of the mountain for 3 days one time, and I loved every minute of it because it was so beautiful. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, to your left, you're going to see some people who have already made it up and back down for the mountain. Congratulate them. Wish them well. Congratulations, you did it. Absolutely. To your right, you're going to see some people who are attempting to make the trek up there. They need your encouragement. Wish them well. Now, to your right, we're also passing Confederate Hall. Confederate Hall is a museum. It's got a couple different exhibits in it, including a vast geological exhibit that talks about the science behind the mountain, including my favorite little fun fact: the mountain is not actually a mountain. What we call Stone Mountain is actually a monadnock. A monadnock. Now the difference between a mountain and a monadnock is that monadnock is way more fun to say. It's true. If you don't believe me, give it a try. Monadnock. Yeah. Monadnock. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the area where people have started reporting dinosaurs out on our park. So, keep your eyes peeled. We don't want to miss any dinosaurs. I think I see our first dinosaurs right up here. Oh yeah, dude, look at him. He's so majestic. How many dinosaurs were there? 2 dinosaurs. 2 dinosaurs. That's the only one I'm going to give you. You got to find the rest on yourself. Does anybody know what kind of dinosaurs these were? What kind of dinosaurs were they? Anybody? These were stegosauruses. Now, stegosauruses have a very distinguishing feature on them to let you know what they are. They've got large bladed spikes running all the way down their back. They're also creatures that only eat plants and vegetation. What do we call creatures that only eat plants and vegetation? Herbivores. Herbivores is what we call them. see something? What do you see? No, oh, I see him now. I see him. Quick, count them. 1, 2, 14, 98, 105. I don't know. There's too many of them. There's too many of them. I couldn't count them all. Did you guys get it? Oh, I see another straggler right up here. Make sure you count this guy. Now, what kind of creatures are these? Pterodactyl. A pterodactyl can do something that humans cannot do, and that is fly. Now here's something you may not know. Pterodactyls are not actually dinosaurs. Pterodactyls are pterosaurs. The difference between a dinosaur and a pterosaur: dinosaurs have their arms and legs coming out from underneath their body. Pterosaurs have their arms, legs, and wings coming out from the sides of their body. It's a small difference, but because of that, scientists cannot group them in the same family. But for our purposes today, we are going to be grouping the pterosaurs and the dinosaurs together into one count. So make sure you remember the number of pterodactyls and remember the stegosaurus that we've seen and add them together. Looks like we got some more dinosaurs right in here. 2 different dinosaurs hanging out together. That's exciting. The one on the left is a Parasaurolophus. Parasaurolophus. It took me a long time to figure out how to say that word. The other one has 3 horns on top of its head. What dinosaur has 3 horns on top of its head? Anybody? The Triceratops. The Triceratops used those 3 horns to defend itself against another very vicious, very popular dinosaur called the Tyrannosaurus rex. Now, unlike humans, so instead of baby teeth and instead of adult teeth, Triceratops are always losing teeth throughout their whole life. They can have anywhere from 400 to 800 teeth in their lifetime. That's a lot of teeth, ladies and gentlemen. In just a moment, we're going to Pebble Ridge. Pebble Ridge is one of the last active dig sites here in Stone Mountain. Normally, we've got some dino rangers over here digging up for fossils, but they actually told me they had a vacating area for some reason. They did not tell me why. They just said I would know it when I saw it. So keep your eyes open for me. Maybe we'll see why the dino rangers had to skedaddle. Oh, I think I see it. Looks like we got a mama and a baby, Brachiosaurus, having some family fun time over here at Pebble Ridge. And it looks like they're doing some Christmas decorating as well. Get into the spirit of things. Now we've got Mama and Baby. How many dinosaurs would that add on to our total there?
13.
We would add 2 dinosaurs onto our total. Mama and Baby, they count as 1 each. Let's do a quick check-in. If you think we've seen at least 10 dinosaurs, raise your hand. At least 13 dinosaurs. At least 15 dinosaurs. At least 17 dinosaurs. At least 20 dinosaurs? Few people think we've seen at least 20 dinosaurs. Well, I'm not going to tell you how many we've seen so far. We've got some train ride left. We're checking again a little bit later on. We're passing Stone Mountain's quarry exhibit. Since the 1800s, stoneworkers have quarried granite out of Stone Mountain. People came from all over the world to work here. Up here at the exhibit, you'll find a wall that tells you everywhere that Stone Mountain granite has been. It's been all over the world. It's in the Federal Reserve Bank here in Atlanta. It's in the Capitol building in Havana, Cuba. It's even in the Imperial Hotel all the way in Tokyo, Japan. I almost just missed these dinosaurs right next to me right here. A long neck one, one standing on 2 legs, one that's got spikes running all the way down its back. You guys count them all? I hope you did. I almost missed them. Dinosaurs may be big, but they're good at hiding, I'll tell you what. Now, if you're just as into dinosaurs as I am, guys, you gotta head over to Dinotorium and the Dinosaur Explorer. You can get your fill of dinosaurs up there. If you want to do some other stuff today, over in front of the Dinotorium, we have Fall Free-For-All. It's a fun game for the whole family where you can win some tickets to our carnival. Our carnival is happening right now. There's all sorts of games over there for you to play and maybe even win some prizes by the end of the day. We've also got some pie eating contests going throughout the day as well, so if you get a little bit hungry, head over to the pie eating contest. Maybe you'll be selected to compete. coming to a clearing. In that clearing to the left, you'll be able to see the world-famous carving. From left to right, I'd like to introduce you to Confederate President Jefferson Davis, General Robert E. Lee, and Lieutenant General Thomas Stonewall Jackson. Each man is shown on his favorite horse. Jefferson Davis is on Blackjack, Robert E. Lee is on Traveler, and Thomas Stonewall Jackson is astride Little Soldier. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know, how many dinosaurs did we see?
20.
If you think we saw at least 15, raise your hand. If we saw at least 17, your hand raised. If we saw at least 20, raise your hand. If you saw at least 23, raise your hand. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guessed 20 dinosaurs, raise your hand. Ladies and gentlemen, you guessed correctly. You are Ultimate Dino Rangers! Give yourselves a round of applause. I'm honored to be in your presence. Ladies and gentlemen, our train ride is coming to a close. I had a lot of fun finding dinosaurs. I hope you had a lot of fun too. I'm going to throw it back to my friend Aaron, who's going to give us the proper procedures for disembarking today. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful rest of your day here at Stone Mountain Park.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated until the train has come to a complete stop. The train stops, I'll make my way down to open up the gate. For your safety, please do not open the gate yourself. On behalf of myself and the rest of the train crew, we hope you enjoy the rest of your day here at Stone Mountain Park.
Right in the beginning. Gotcha.